So, I got a selfie stick for Christmas. Check it. I thought, what the hell am I gonna do with that? Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna hook it up to this phone, angle it a little bit, pull it out, and I'm gonna start a new YouTube show called Ain't Catching Shit on the Cherry Creek Reservoir. I'm gonna show you new and interesting ways to get out there and not catch shit. Come on, let's get started. First of all, I've been told that I talk far too slow. At work, they used to call me Eeyore. Every time I walked in the door, they'd be like, "Hey, Eeyore." Do I look like I'm laughing? Anyway, I decided I'm gonna talk real fast. Well, probably normal speed. But I'm gonna try to keep this going. So first of all, I've got one tackle box, 2 fishing poles, about 18 worms, yeah, I don't know if you can see that. When you open up the tackle box, it's all beautifully organized. I don't like using much shit, because I ain't catching shit. I always remember to bring 2 sparklers. You know, just in case, in case somebody wanted to join me. Alright. Open that up. I got some worms. Now what I do is a little trick. Check out these worms. 18 of them at the local Walmart. I don't know if I could open this one-handed. Now take a look in there. They're all dead. Do you know why that is? Because I froze them. It makes it so much easier to snap them into what size pieces you want. And if they warm up a little bit, they'll probably just come back to life, just like humans do when they freeze. Let's hook these bad boys up. Since I'm using 2 fishing poles, we'll try 2 different techniques. First one will be the sinker. Leave that down on the bottom. The other one, I'm going to use the bobber. Leave it near the top. If you're anything like me, right when you start fishing, you'll already have a tangled mess in your poles from not quite putting it together right last time. So let's work on that first. As you can see, I got a little bit of seaweed here. I don't even know how that happened. It's difficult one-handed. Shit, it's difficult with 2 hands. Alright, I did it. Bobber, weight, swivel, hook. Now let's put a dead worm on this bitch and get it out there. I'm gonna use a big old bastard because, you know, why the hell not? He's dead. And I've got 18 of them. It's more than 17, dog. I'm just gonna loop him on there a whole bunch, make it look like he died of natural causes in case the fish are wondering. You always want to arouse the curiosity of a fish. Even if it's like, why is that worm all tangled up on that hook? Alright, let's cast her out there. Now when casting, you really want to try to, let's see if we can get more light here. Now when casting, you really want to try to look cool. That's your first goal. So what I like to do, pick up my pole, walk on out here, and strut a little bit, just to make everybody know that you know what you're doing. And when you're finally ready, put your finger on that little thing there, open up the shit, cast it out into the other shit, and then wait a while, and shit, I bet you won't catch shit. That's how you cast. I got the other pole all rigged up. Check it out. Weight. Bigger weight this time because I want it to sit on the bottom all the way down to the swivel and the worm. And that's it. That's all you need. All right, time for cast number 2. If I were to place a bet on which one's gonna catch a fish first, I'm probably going with neither, but let's find out. Now this one's a closed reel. That's for people who don't like catching shit. Tighten it up a little bit. Have a nice tight line. That way when the fish takes the bait, your pole bends like that. Or in our case, our pole stay just like that, and the fish will swim right by and be like, I ain't eating that frozen worm. Now, both lines are in. I'm keeping my eye on the bobber. Well, I'm keeping my eye on the other line. If that pole bends, I'm gonna reel that thing in real quick. I used 2 different reels in one sentence. Boom. I can see the pole bending. I'll show you. Could just be the wind, could be the wake. Jump down here real quick. Boom. See the pole? Oh yeah, it's taking a little dip. Little dip. Little dip, dip, dip. I think it's time to reel something in. Yeah, I think it was just moss. That should count for something though, right? I like to inspect the worm to see what bit it. In this case, it was me, because I didn't catch shit. Let's try casting again. Boom. It's out there. But I don't know if anything else is. A lot of people say go ahead and try a different bait when your worms aren't working or when your current bait's not working. Let's do that. I don't have any other bait. I brought 18 fucking worms. Let's take a moment to get the serenity of the waves and the water and the sky, the boats. Check it out with me. That's good. Pole's bending again, but it's exactly the same as last time. This collar is pissing me off. Let me tell you a little something about this sweatshirt. My girlfriend bought it for me and then asked me to pay her the money. What? Let's take a little hike while I tell you about myself as an angler. I started about 14 years ago. Today I still fish. 14 years ago I probably caught maybe a trout. Maybe my dad did that for me and I got credit for it. But it's been about 13 years and I haven't caught shit. Oh, there's people around the corner. Should we scare them? Or should I ask them to light a sparkler with me? Let's go take a peek. I don't think they wanted to hang out. Plus, I'm pretty pretty shy. I got a lot of social anxiety. That's why I do all this shit by myself. I used to just hit the bottle for that, and I could talk to everybody. I'd talk to them like this. I'd be like, tired, bed, do you have a bed I could borrow for the night? And then I'd wake up like on a front porch or in somebody else's car. It's been 3 days now, so I've come a long way. I remember those days vividly, though. It felt like it was just a couple days ago. Now let's see how the one with the bobber's doing. Oh yeah, got all tangled up again. Take a look, see? There it is. Let's give it a kick. Yeah. It's still tangled up even after kicking it. The waiting is the hardest part. If you're not catching shit, go ahead and pick a different spot. There might be some more shit in a different spot. Let's go take a look, see if there's any open spots. Oh, that's bright. That feels good. May the sun always be upon your face and the wind at your back. I learned that from Johnny Depp. Now, when you're looking for a new spot, it's best to leave your shit behind. That way somebody knows that you're there. And when you're over a mile away, what are they gonna do? Take your spot? Oh. That's how you measure the length of a fish. I don't know, I thought you started somewhere in the middle and ended way past it. They had to make a sign for this shit? Now, when choosing a weight for fishing, I like to pick the biggest son of a bitch in the tackle box. That way, when people see you reeling that thing in, it looks like you might have caught a fish, and then you can pretend like you lost it at the last second, like a lot of people do that I know. It's a good way to actually convince yourself that you might have had something for a second and you got off the line. But in reality, you ain't catching shit. They do say prime time for fishing is right about now. About an hour before sunset. And an hour after sunrise. A lot of questions have come up about bobber usage. Why do you use one? When don't you use one? What size bobber? And to answer all those questions, you just kind of use my method of guess and check. Sometimes you put one on, sometimes you don't. That's why I brought 2 fishing poles. I don't know. Now, to choose the right size, it helps to have a variety of bobbers with you. Now, if you're anything like me, you only brought one bobber. Makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? Decisions. Not here, my man. Well, this is just spectacular. Well, that sure was a successful day of not catching shit. I'm back in the car, heading home. I should have waited maybe 30 more minutes, but I don't know. I was there for 3 hours and I didn't catch shit. Till next time, I'll show you some more shit.